Exhale out. Deep breath in, lift hips. Exhale, cat pose, hips under, head down. Inhale up to cow. Exhale back to cat. Inhale, cow. Curl toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank, toes or knees. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to lift your chest, Sphinx on the forearms, Cobra on the hands. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale out, letting the hips sink in towards the heels. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale, lift hips. Exhale, find cat, hips forward, head down. Inhale, cow, arch through the back. Exhale, curl toes, find downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank, toes or knees. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower down. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. This sequence that we've been repeating, we call a vinyasa in yoga. And that vinyasa is a way to harness the energy that you're creating and find this perfect rhythm that brings strength and stretch together in your practice. We'll move through it once more before continuing on. Inhale, lift hips. Exhale, find cat. Inhale, find cow. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank, toes or knees. Take your vinyasa. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, take it back through child's pose and find downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale out. Soften knees. Inhale, bring feet all the way forward to your hands. Find a halfway lift. Exhale here. Take a moment, roll through your wrists. Roll the shoulders around. Letting all of that weight sink into your heels. Maybe even able to wiggle your toes on the mat. On your next exhale, think of your belly coming closer to the thighs for a forward fold. Legs can stay completely straight, or you can soften the knees. On your next exhale, fully relax your head down, looking back towards the thighs. Inhale, roll up to stand. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Observing the sensations through your body. Relaxing down through the arms. Let's soften those arms for a moment. Inhale, feet as wide as your hips, hands to the sky. Palms touch. Exhale, hips back, wide-legged forward fold. And let's take ragdoll, rock from side to side. Maybe you can hold on to the opposite elbow or reach hands from one foot to the other. As you sway your hips from right to left, just bending into the knees on either side. Inhale, wide-legged halfway lift. Exhale, bend knees, hands down. Walk your feet back to high plank, knees or toes here. Take a deep breath in high plank. Exhale, bring it down, vinyasa, high plank to low. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, take a child's pose. Inhale, find downward facing dog. Exhale here. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand, hands to the sky this time. Exhale, hands down through heart center, open to Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend knees, hands down, feet back, high plank to low. Chaturanga Tadasana. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Beautiful vinyasa. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands all the way to the sky, stand tall. Exhale, down through heart center, Tadasana, mountain pose. Sun salutation A. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, feet back. Take your vinyasa. Join a downward facing dog. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up to stand. Exhale, hands down through heart center. One sun salutation A to the rhythm of your own breath. I'll be flowing through it with you. If you do want a little tip of where you should be on your mat. Let's begin. Inhale, hands up. Exhale to fold and continue on with your breath. Halfway lift. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Halfway lift. Fold. Up to stand. Tadasana, mountain pose. Observing any sensation through your body, let's step the feet as wide as the hips, maybe as long as the shorter side of your mat. Start to sway your hips from side to side, bring a bit of movement here. Start to press the hips back, weight in your heels, and reach those hands down towards your toes. Right hand to right foot, left hand to left foot. Taking two fingers, bringing them inside of the big toe and hooking underneath. Inhale, pull the chest and chin up and away from your hips. Exhale, bend knees and relax your head down. Inhale, think of that wide-legged halfway lift, catching the toes, pull up. Exhale, bend the knees, roll down. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, bend the knees, roll down. Inhale, pull up, and come all the way up to stand. Hands to the sky, palms touch. Chin up to the sky, look up, exhale. Inhale once more. Exhale, step feet together, find Tadasana. Inhale, hands up, right foot steps back, bend into your left knee, find warrior one. Exhale, hands stay high, deep bend in the front knee. Inhale, reach those arms a little bit straighter, press your palms together. Exhale, navel in. Inhale. Exhale, belly over thigh, hands down. You have the option to lower the back knee. See what works for you. Any way you're comfortable, drive the hips up and back and take front foot back with you. On your knees or on your toes, inhale to find high plank. Exhale, take your vinyasa, lower down, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to lift chest, sphinx or cobra. And exhale to find downward facing dog, maybe moving through child's pose. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to roll all the way up to the sky, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Inhale, hands up, left foot back, bend the right knee, big step, plant the heel, warrior one. Exhale, sink the hips low, pull the navel in. Inhale, fingertips reach a little bit higher, arms straighten. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, find that flow, belly over thigh, hands down. Option to lower the back knee as you take front leg back. Inhale, high plank, wherever that is. Take your vinyasa, exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, find downward facing dog, any way you like to flow. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up to stand, hands high. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a moment to observe. We're going to move through sun salutation B. Twice together, once to your own breath, to your own rhythm, with minimal guidance. Let's begin. Inhale, hands up, find chair, bend your knees, push your booty back and down. Exhale, forward fold, nice soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, feet back. Knees or toes, take your vinyasa. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Look to your right foot. Inhale, bring your right foot forward. Optional to lower the back knee. Hands up to the sky. Look up. Exhale, belly over thigh, hands down to your knees or to your toes, front leg back. Inhale, high plank. Take your vinyasa, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to lift chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, any way you prefer to move. Look to your left foot. Inhale, left foot forward. Option to lower the back knee. Inhale, hands up, look up. Exhale, back down. Foot back, knees or toes, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to lift chest. Exhale, take it back. Take child's pose. Spend a few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale out. Beautiful, nice strong breath. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale, lift hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bend knees. Inhale, find chair. Sweep the arms up, look forward or to the sky. Exhale, push through your feet and find Tadasana, mountain pose. Second time through, same thing, no child's pose. Inhale, hands up, find chair. Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, feet back, vinyasa. Join together at downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Option to lower the back knee. Hands up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down. Foot back, knees or toes. Lower down. Vinyasa. Join it, downward facing dog. Look to left foot. Inhale, left foot forward, hands up, warrior one. Back down. Foot back, take your vinyasa. Join at downward facing dog. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Inhale, roll up to stand. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Last time through to your own breath. And I'll just recite faintly in the background. Inhale to chair. Exhale, continue. Fold. Halfway. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Right foot. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Left foot. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Feet to hands. Halfway. Fold. Chair. Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a moment here to breathe. From Tadasana, we're going to pull our shoulder blades together. So really getting into some fine motor movements. We think about the upper center part of our back. And start to pull your upper arms towards one another. You'll feel some things begin to shift in the back. And you may feel your heart beat just a bit faster. A gentle but powerful heart opener. Step your feet as wide as your mat. Interlace fingertips behind you. Inhale, open up the heart by pulling the hands backward, maybe upward if it feels okay for the shoulders. Exhale, hips back, bow forward. Hands can stay at the hips or pull to the sky behind your upper back. Relax your head down. Inhale, roll up to stand.
Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, hands to the sky, feet together. Right leg steps back. Exhale, bend your left knee. Warrior one. Inhale, arms behind you, interlace fingertips. Exhale, you can stay right here, or if you're ready for more intensity, belly comes down close to or resting on the thigh. Eyes look right to your mat. A lot of that energy pushing into the front foot with the option to raise your hands towards the sky. Listen to your body. You know you can always release the hands and touch the mat if you need the support. Think about those shoulder blades pulling together. This is the fun part. Inhale, lift your nose, lift your chin, rise up. Exhale, release arms down. Hands to the sky. Warrior one. Exhale, belly over thigh, hands down. Optional vinyasa. Or you can take feet directly back and spend a moment in downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way to the sky, hands up. Left foot steps back, warrior one. Inhale, pull arms back behind you. First, feel that movement of the shoulder blades towards one another so that you are getting the advantage of that heart opener. Interlace fingertips, hands can stay at your hips or pull to the sky. Look to your mat and begin to bring your belly closer to the front knee. You know you can always bring hands down to support you. And when we're here, our chest and our head, it's not more than a foot or maybe a foot and a half off of the mat. So even when we're in these deep balancing poses where we're trusting the body to pull up towards the sky as our head and chest drop low, we don't lose any power here. We allow ourselves to stay strong and powerful even through the vulnerability. Inhale, lift with your nose, lift with your chin up to the sky. Exhale, release your hands down to your sides. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, less time here, belly over thigh, hands down. Take it back to downward facing dog or one more vinyasa. From downward facing dog, 2 knees down to the mat. Inhale to cat. And exhale here, pulling navel in. Inhale to cow. And exhale here, letting the belly fall. One more time, sway your hips from side to side. Let's bring a little movement through the shoulders. Maybe you stretch through the trapezius muscle or the muscle that runs from your neck, like a gentle ridge down to your shoulders. Taking all the time you'd like, come to sit. Roll through your wrists. Feet to the mat. One arm and the other wraps around the legs in the front. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, head down. Your hands can interlace. You can hold on to the forearm. You can touch the elbows, whatever feels good for you. We're going to be moving through some bridges here. So we'll inhale, lift our chest once more. And exhale, release hands down to the mat. Slowly lower your back all the way down. Walk your feet in close to the body. And before we begin, we'll lift our first shoulder, our right shoulder, and roll our arm underneath. So what that feels like is taking the elbow, rotating it towards the mat, and just popping your upper arm a little bit closer underneath the body. So it should almost feel like your skin is lightly pinched. Over to the other side, rolling, lifting the shoulder, bringing arms underneath. This will make more sense in a moment. Feel your feet on the mat, all 10 toes, the balls of your feet and your heels. Pushing through every part of your foot, inhale and lift. First your thighs, then tilt your tailbone to the sky as hips lift. Finally, we'll go ahead and just think about the very lowest part of your belly coming a little bit higher. Sounds counterintuitive. Exhale, let's pull the navel in towards the spine a bit, just straighten the back. You should feel a lot of energy through the top of the thighs. If this is bothering your knees, you can bring your feet out a bit further forward. And now our hands, they're not that far away from each other. So let's see if we can lift one shoulder, then the other, rolling those arms even a bit more underneath the body. If you have the opportunity, interlace fingertips. This is glute bridge. Every time you exhale, think about that navel pulling in towards the spine so that your thighs are higher than your belly as they lift. A powerful and vulnerable pose. Exhale, release your hands, lower your hips down. Knees can fall open and just release those arms from underneath the shoulders. Reach your hands back behind your head, arms extend fully. Exhale, find happy baby pose. Gently rock from side to side. Maybe as you rock, you extend one leg out or the other leg out. Feeling the sensation through your hips. Bring the bottoms of your feet towards one another. Release your hands. Hands can be first on the knees. And then let those feet touch the mat. Pull your knees closer to each other if you're feeling tightness in the groin or the hip flexors. And then let those knees fall apart once more. Hands can go on top of your belly and chest or on top of your thighs. Reclined bound angle pose. And let's go ahead, bring both knees over to the right side. Place your right hand on top of the left hip or the outside of the left thigh.
Bring the knees a little bit closer to the belly. So just tightening up that curl on the right side. Release your hand and first begin to extend the left leg. That will just gently roll you onto your back. And you can take both knees over to the left side. Left hand places on top of the thigh or hip. Your eyes may be becoming heavier. As your heart rate slows. Begin to extend your right leg. That will roll you onto your back, 2 feet down to the mat. Finally, today we have the opportunity to give a little massage to the lower back, to the spine, or move into a shoulder stand or balancing pose if it's part of your practice. We'll do the first part together. Bring our knees in, wrap your arms around your legs, maybe fingertips interlace or holding onto the wrist. You can rock from side to side here. The tighter you squeeze, the higher that feeling will be on your back. So if you're feeling like you want a little massage in the center of your back, squeeze a bit tighter on those knees. You can also have hands on the shins if squeezing in is too intense. If you've been here for a while in your practice or you're craving a bit more, you can bring the arms tight to the body and lower the upper half of the arm down to the mat. So from your shoulders to your elbows touches the mat and really, really close to the body. If you begin to rock your knees towards the belly and away, you'll feel your hips gently lift. Maybe with an exhale, it helps you pull the navel in towards the spine as the hips lift. Bring your hands just a bit lower so that they're right outside of the largest part of the hip, that soft edge. And if you feel comfortable, on your next exhale, when the hips gently lift and the navel pulls in towards the spine and the knees are close to your chest, you can pop your hips into your hands. This may be part of your practice today. It may be part of your practice in a year, or it may be something that the body doesn't crave at all. Once the hips are lifted, you do have the opportunity to lift feet to the sky if you'd like, shoulder stand. If you lift the hips, let's keep eyes forward looking at the legs. Avoid looking to left or right because we'll bring you to roll right off of your mat. So you can be at any spectrum of this pose, rocking the knees side to side, rocking the knees forward and back into the belly, feet lifted, or even lifting the feet and then letting them touch or fall towards the floor behind the head. Plow pose. Listen to your body. See what you need today. If you are in shoulder stand or plow, you use your hands to hold and walk down the thighs as you bring yourself slowly back down to the mat. Keeping that curl tight to the belly the entire time. Finally, all together, squeeze the knees in, lift your shoulders, lift your head, make a big, big ball, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, go ahead, release your arms, release your legs, release your head, everything down to the mat. Shavasana. Inhale fully. Exhale out. As you breathe, your chest will rise and fall. With each breath, bringing cool, fresh energy into the body. And releasing anything that we've held on to that no longer serves the body or mind a purpose. Roll through your wrists. Bend at the elbows. Put your arms to the sky. Rock into one shoulder and the other. Bring feet in closer to the body. Sway the knees gently right to left. And turn to one side. Remind yourself once more of the intention you set at the beginning of your practice today. Inhale to roll up to sit. Any way you're comfortable. You can have your back propped against a wall or maybe like a cushion at the base of the body, right under that root chakra. We'll join our hands together at heart center. From where the light in me sees the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful Thursday. For the rest of the week, this afternoon, we're not going to have class, which because you're here this morning, I'm sure that won't be an issue. Tomorrow, the only yoga that we'll have is our 8 a.m. yoga flow. It's a wake up yoga flow. It's a little bit slower than today. But what I'm gonna do is, maybe you heard the video say it started recording. I'm going to put today's practice on YouTube as well. So if tomorrow you want to do a little yoga, but you don't necessarily want to be up at 8 a.m., I will have that up later on today. So I'll send the link out to everyone so that if you want to just do a little bit of movement tomorrow on your own time, you'll have that YouTube link that you can use forever. So tomorrow afternoon, no class as well. So no 1 p.m. yoga. And then we go back to our regular schedule. So I will see you soon in the next Evsecco class. And until then, keep making every second count. Thank you.